Gondwana is a constantly evolving virtual ecosystem based on the Daintree rainforest, the world's oldest tropical rainforest. And over the course of a day's exhibition at Bocs, that rainforest is going to travel in time from 1990 to 2090 based on climate data projections. And while things might seem inevitable, this inevitable decline, there is a glimmer of hope underneath all of this, which is that the more time audiences spend in Gondwana, the more resilient the forest becomes. So we never know where it's going to end up at the end of a given day. The way that an audience engages with the forest can change the course of the future. What's fantastic about using installation and virtual reality to tell this story is that a lot of the time when we think about the climate crisis, it's all like these abstracted facts and figures. But it's very different, particularly for city-based audiences, to have a lived experience of what climate change actually means. And so our intention with this work was really to create a version of a very vulnerable ecosystem. First and foremost, that you can visit and build that really beautiful connection with what it feels like to be fully lost and bewildered in nature. And then secondly, to give you the opportunity to live and feel what the changes in that forest over time will be like.
Gondwana takes a reasonably interesting form. It's a durational work, so it's unfolding over many hours rather than over a single user experience. It's like you can be in that space for so long and it never ever repeats. And because it's kind of harmonically changing, it's, you can truly lose track of time in there, and you come out feeling just a bit different. And I think that's the thing that one of the things I'm most proud about is that, especially when you've got the sound in the space and the lighting changing, you can just sit down and relax. It's quite a beautiful thing. We wanted with Gondwana to really focus in on a subject that we're really, really passionate about, and that's the climate crisis. And we knew from the very beginning that we wanted to create a work that's exploring climate breakdown in some of Australia's most kind of precious and important ecosystems. And we were very lucky to spend 6 months living in the Daintree rainforest.
We kind of came into the project and came into living in the rainforest with a very hypothetical understanding of climate change. And arriving in 2019, which was the hottest summer on record, the most severe flooding event on record, there were really catastrophic species loss, there were bushfires for the first time in the wet tropics. And that really put into perspective what the climate crisis actually means for ecosystems, and really drove our passion to create this work.
From the very beginning of the idea of Gondwana through to when we premiered at Sundance was about 4 years. So by far the longest and most involved project that we've created.
And then from there we worked with a team across Australia to create all of the plants and systems that you see inside the experience, all the incredible sound. That's 40 hours of location sound from the rainforest from the 1990s that form the base of Gondwana. So it was a really cross-Australian effort. This is the first time we will have presented Gondwana internationally in the way that we intended to create it, as a place that you can come and you can visit and you can return to, that feels where you can feel the power of the rainforest, you can feel the passing of time, and you can be experiencing that collectively with an audience. And so we're incredibly excited about this presentation of Gondwana at Bocs. I would like audiences to come away from Gondwana feeling really connected to the natural world in a way that perhaps they haven't had a chance to for a while, being completely immersed. To feel the power and the preciousness of that ecosystem, but also to have a more lived understanding of what we stand to lose if we don't take urgent action.